Hello everyone, very good evening. Can anybody confirm me if I'm clearly audible to you all?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. Good evening everyone. I'm Leela Rani from ExcelR CDL segment. We are very happy to have you all here. And before we get into the session, we have our MOU manager join the call and he is going to introduce our ExcelR to you, who we are and where we are into. Okay, so hi Ifan.
Yeah, hi Leela.
Yeah, welcome to the session. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi guys. Can you confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, Irfan.
Yeah, thank you. So I welcome you all to the everyday learning program called Fundamentals of Full Stack Development, Day 1. I'm very much delighted to inform you that we are almost full capacity on the Zoom. We have already reached 1K, so we are overflooded on Zoom. And henceforth, anyone who would be joining the session has to attend the session on YouTube Live. We are also live on YouTube. Or if at all you disconnected in between due to any reason or some reason, you may continue via YouTube. If you are not able to get into Zoom, so I kindly request you all, your friends and faculty members, please, you can redirect to Zoom because we are also live on Zoom also. So please note. If you are not able to, okay, yeah. So yeah, please they can may connect to Zoom, they can may connect to YouTube because we are having a full capacity on Zoom. Yeah, moving ahead, I would like to thank you, all of you, to give us such a splendid response to our registration link. And we promise you that for the next 15 days, we will be having a wonderful learning journey of the program. Or later on, before we start, let me give you a brief idea about our EDL, that is Everyday Learning Vertical. So let me share my screen. I hope everybody can see my screen.
Yes, sir, we are able to see this.
Yeah, thank you, Amar. So EDL is a everyday learning vertical. So actually, let me give you some brief idea about ExcelR, those who are new members and new joinees over here. They come to know that who we are actually. So ExcelR is a training and consulting company, which is established in 2014 by 3 alumni from some alumni from IIM and ISB. And we have our headquarters in USA, Boston. We have other virtual locations in Dubai, Australia, UAE, UK, and we have 5 locations in India. Our headquarters and head office, we can say, is in Bangalore. Our other locations are in Hyderabad, then Mumbai, we have 2 locations and 1 location in Pune. So basically, we are in training and development, and we are expertise in some technology like data science, artificial intelligence, web development, IoT, cloud computing, project management, and lot more coming in. So these are our industry partners. We are associated with these much industries. Then after that, we are also associated with some of our academic partners. giant academic partners. And also, I would like to share you all that we are associated and MOU with the near about 350 colleges across pan India, and it is still counting. So as I said, everyday learning program is our vertical and is our initiative, ExcelR's initiative. So these are some of the objectives of EDL program. So first objective is application-oriented training for students and faculty. It is totally free of cost training, which you are getting henceforth. The second in hands-on training on the trending technologies. As I said and as I mentioned all those technologies. So we are giving you a training on those much technologies, hands-on training on those much technologies. We are also helping to the colleges, though actually this point is for those faculties who are joining over here from different region and different colleges. So we are also once you get a MOU with ExcelR, then you will get some help from ExcelR that we will fulfill some your NAC and MBA requirements. So this is also one of the thing which is good news for you all, especially for faculties. This is our offering under this EDL, under Everyday Learning program. So I request you all faculty and I request to student also to connect with your faculty that we are providing, we are having MOU with the colleges, and once you get the MOU, then everything under this EDL would be free of cost to your students and faculties. So these are some offerings like industry MOUs and industry webinars, industry FDPs, that is faculty development program. And one more thing, that this is huge news and huge good news for you, that we are giving you the LMS access, which is free of cost and lifetime. Yes, you are right. We are providing this LMS access for lifetime. We are giving this LMS access for lifetime. So here, then other moving ahead, professional training also we are giving. Then you are getting some assignments on your dashboard. Once you get LMS access, then you can see the assignments on particular station or particular program. Then internship and projects, this is some kind of a different concept. So that's why I'm asking and I'm appealing to the faculty members, please connect to our EDL number or our EDL mail, that is edl@excelr.com, and we will revert you with the full detail that how internship and projects are working. Okay. Then some kind of placement preparation. So upcoming sessions would be on these placement preparation session, like how to use LinkedIn, then GitHub and all that. So some soft skill development is also there. So stay with us for this actually. So training for students and faculty, as I said, we are providing free of cost training under this EDL to students and faculties. So sessions will be conducted by industry experts. We are having a pool of industry experts, and those industry experts are working professionals. They will be train you in the coming days or in coming sessions actually. So assignments and learning materials will be shared. Then session-wise feedback and attendance will be collected, and that attendance is also will be provided to your MOU coordinator, MOU college coordinator. Then assessment for the selected courses will be conducted in LMS itself. As I said, that we are providing assignments on your dashboard. So you can find your assignments on your dashboard itself. Very shortly, Leela will explain you that how our LMS dashboard looks like and how to get into our LMS and all that, how to attend the live session, how to see the recordings and all that. So she will be means expertise in that. She will be explaining you how to get into our LMS system. As I said, projects, internship, and placement preparation. So I appeal you to kindly connect with your faculties, your colleges, to connect with us for a MOU. Then we will go ahead with the projects, internship, and placement preparations. Seminars and webinars. Continuously, we are providing seminars and webinars to the MOU colleges. These are some points regarding the NAC. So we are open to provide colleges help or support from us regarding NAC and NBA. That's all from EDL vertical. Thank you so much. Yeah, over to you, Leela.
Thank you, Irfan. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, everyone. So here, I would like to walk you through our LMS functionality. And by the end of this talk, you will be familiar with our LMS accessibility. Okay, before we begin, let me just briefly summarize the process. Okay, just a second, team. Yeah. So once this program is done, like for the next 15 days, including today, we will be having our program, right? So post that, you will be certified, like you will be giving a course participation certificate if you can acquire 60% of the attendance of this fundamentals of full stack development program. Okay, so I would like to emphasize one point here that you must give your attendance response through the link we provide you in the chat window and as well as in the LMS. Okay, so you must give your response over there so that we consider your attendance and we calculate it. If you can acquire 60% of the attendance of this program, after the program gets completed, we will give you the participation certificate within 7 to 10 business working days. Okay, so team, so let's begin. And yeah, let me just quickly share my screen. And please confirm me once my screen is visible to you all. Right?
Yeah, it's visible. You can go ahead.
Yeah, one moment. So as soon as you register for our program, you would have received 2 emails from ExcelR. The first email says, welcome to ExcelR and verify your account. If you are the first time visitor of LMS, you need to click on the link provided in this email and then you can actually set your password to the account. Okay, I will show you that as well. So by clicking on this link, you can actually able to set your password and post that you are supposed to log into our platform, which is onlinelearning.excelr.com. And the second email which you would have received from ExcelR is welcome to this particular course, which is fundamentals of full stack development. And here you will be notified that you have access for this particular program and you can access all the features available in our LMS. Okay, so I'll show you practically. So go to any of the browser available and type onlinelearning.excelr.com. Yes, team. So as soon as you search for this URL onlinelearning.excelr.com in any of the browsers, you will be able to see an window appearing on your screen like this. So as you all can see on my screen, right? So yeah, there are 3 options available on your right top side. So we have nothing to do with store and register, but with sign in. So click on sign in. And give your registered email ID and the password which you have set up. Suppose if you fail to set up your password by any chance, if you have missed that email, you can again try with this forget your password and you can reset it. Okay, so I am giving my credentials here. And the password which I have set up. Team, please feel free to interrupt me if you have any questions to be clarified. Otherwise, we will be having time for discussion at the end. Okay. So I clicked on login and I'm able to do it. So as soon as I give my credentials, I would be able to log in into our LMS platform where the window appears like this. If you can observe clearly, the very first tab here is Home tab, right? So under this Home tab, you will be having all the classroom access. When I say classroom, it is nothing but the program which you have registered for, that is Fundamentals of Full Stack Development EDL program. So I have already registered for this, so I could able to see the access in my LMS dashboard. So this is the classroom which we are supposed to access for this 15 days. Okay, so firstly, I would like to begin with the explanation of joining the session. Okay, there are many ways that you can join the session every day. So first we will start with that, and then we will explore all the tabs available in the LMS and how you can access. And finally, we will let you know how you can submit your attendance and how you will be able to get the participation certificate. Okay, so yes, let's begin. So if you see on my screen, the right hand side, you may be able to see this today's session tab, right? So here the join button is available. So team, remember, this program will happen on every weekday for the next 15 days, like Monday to Friday. So every day when you visit our LMS dashboard, on your screen, you will see a notification call that particular schedule. Like today is the day 1, right? So I could able to see that today's session notification. And then as it is time already, so you will be able to see a join button. So what you have to do here is you have to click on this join button and it will ask you to give permission to proceed. And if you can click on proceed, you will be redirected to the Zoom platform. As I already have joined, I'm not trying it now. If you face any difficulties, tomorrow you can try this way. Okay, so this is the first way how you can join the session. And the second thing is, so as I said, this is the classroom, right? So you have to click on this right hand arrow. You will be able to redirect it to the classroom. So here there are 2 tabs available. One is curriculum and the second one is meet. So let us explore the curriculum tab a while later. But for now, I want to let you know about the meet tab. So click on that meet. The first tab I already have shown you is that you can join the session from today's session, which is from Home tab directly. The second way to join the session is under Meet tab, you will be able to see the calendar schedule. So whenever there is a session, you will be able to see the session schedule available, and you can again see this join button. You can join from here. This is the second way. Suppose if we crossed our Zoom capacity. Okay, let us consider we are almost full today, right? So if we are unable to join this Zoom platform by any chance, there are still another way that you can access, which is under our curriculum tab, you can actually view the live happening. So under curriculum tab, if you see here, there are 4 tabs available. One is attendance submission, second is session recordings, third materials, and finally assignments, right? So click on this session recordings under day 1 tab. Okay, so under day 1, fundamentals of full stack development. So here, if you can click on this play video, you may see the live happening directly from our LMS. If it doesn't work for you, you can refer our ExcelR's YouTube channel. You can go to our ExcelR's YouTube channel and you can watch the live happening there. And also you can post all your queries in the chat window. Our technical team will resolve all your queries. Okay, so team, before I move on, I would like to recap these points again. So you can actually join the sessions by 3 ways. One is from Home tab under today's session. This is the first way. And the second way is from Classroom, Meet tab from this calendar schedule. And third, from Curriculum, You can view the live happening being in LMS. If not, you can refer to our ExcelR's YouTube channel and you can view the live happening there. Clear? Any questions? You can post your questions in the chat window. We will try to clarify. Okay, thanks for the confirmation, team. So, yeah. So I want to let you know the other tabs functionality as well, which are available in your LMS. So coming to the curriculum tab, which I referred earlier, that from classroom, you can come, I'll again show you the path. So this classroom, you see two tabs available, right? One is curriculum. So if you click on this curriculum, you will find the folders available. So I'll let you know this attendance submission a moment later, but for now, we will be referring this session recordings. Okay, so if you clearly observe here, as it is day one, the recording or the live happening, which is already be available to you in this LMS. As I refer, if you are unable to join the Zoom platform by any chance, you can still view the live happening from the LMS itself. Okay, so and the benefit of this session recordings is, suppose if you miss today's session, if you want to refer it in future, it is available by tomorrow and it is accessible to you for lifetime. This LMS access be with you for lifetime. You can come to the LMS and you can refer all the recordings available and you can access all the materials available at any time. Okay, so every day once the session is done, these recordings will be available to you day wise and topic wise. You can come to the LMS at any point of time and you can refer these recordings. Fine. So every day under session recordings, all the recordings of the sessions happened will be available. Okay. Coming to the materials tab. So as of now, we haven't uploaded anything as it is the first day of the session. So going forward, if any materials to be shared with you, if our trainer or like our instructor wants to share few of the materials with you, we will surely upload them in it. You can access all the materials. If they are PDF, you cannot download. You can access from LMS itself. If they are practice sheets or practice kind of materials, you can download them and you can practice by yourself. And coming to the last step, which is assignments. So team, once the program is completed, we will upload the assignments for your practice. So you can download the assignments and work on them and you can test your knowledge and you may test your knowledge by practicing those assignments by yourself. Okay, so if you want, I can show you how you can download the materials also. Yes. So this is how the materials will be available. If it is PDF, you can access from LMS. If it is a practice file or any of the code or something like that, you can download as an option available or in your LMS. Okay, you can click on this download button and you can access these materials. Fine. So yes, coming to this very first step, which is attendance submission. So team, every day we will upload the LMS, assignments submission link in the LMS. So you can visit our LMS and you can give your response here. And remember, the link is active in between 8:30 to 9:30 every day. Once the session is done, you can give your feedback and we consider that feedback as your response to this session and we will calculate your attendance. Okay, so you are supposed to visit LMS every day at 8:30 to 9:30 in between and you can give your response. Okay, so far any questions, team? So yeah, somebody has asked me in the chat window that the assignment submission is not mandatory, team. The assignments will be provided to you for your practice. To get the participation of the certificate, your attendance is mandatory, not the assignments. Okay, clear? Yeah. Can anybody confirm me? Yeah. Thanks for the confirmation, team. So in case of any questions or queries, if you are unable to access our LMS dashboard, feel free to drop us an email to edl@excelr.com. Our technical team is always there to support you on it. Okay. So yes, this brings an end to my presentation. And thanks for your attention team. And we hope that you get benefited from this EDL program. We wish you very all the best and happy learning with ExcelR solutions. Thank you, team. And we have our trainer, Ms. Bhavya, has joined the call already, who is having an industry experience as a senior full stack developer, and she is going to be tutor for the next 15 days. Okay. Thank you, team. Hi, Bhavya.
Hi, Leela Rani. Thank you so much. Hello, class. Am I audible? Please bring
You
in
are.
the chat. Thank you so much for your responses. Let me share my screen first. Is my screen visible? Please bring in the chat box. Yes, ma'am. Yes, audible. No, ma'am. Okay, few people are saying no. I think you might be facing some audio issues. Please try to reconnect. Thanks for the response. Welcome everyone for the fundamentals of full stack development course from ExcelR. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Bhavya. I'm working as a senior full stack developer at one of the top MNC, which I can't reveal here. Teaching happens to my passion. So from past 5 years, I'm working as a technical trainer as well. That's my quick introduction, guys. And yeah, before we dive in, I want to understand what is full stack development. Can anybody in the class answer this? I know, guys, you have decided to learn full stack development, right? So you should know the answer for this. Anybody in the class who can answer this? What is full stack development? Okay, both front end, back end. It's type of web technology. Person who work for both. What do you mean by both? It can be anything, right? Please be precise. It is a combination of front end and back end developers who manage both back end and front end. I'm hearing most of the terms. I'm hearing front end and back end and database. Okay. Next, my question is, what is front end and what is back end? What is front end? Web design and coding. The end-to-end, I think still you people are okay. Front end is UI, very good. What user looks, very, very good. I'm really surprised. Because students, you're able to answer this. Even if I ask the same question to the experienced candidate while taking the interviews, they will just say something else. Backend is handled by server, user experience. Backend is database, server base. Okay. I'm seeing so many answers here. At least you're attempting. Very nice. Let's try to understand what is full stack development using simple example. Okay. Class, please listen. Stop pinging. Please listen. If we consider WhatsApp, can we use it from both mobile and desktop? I think you're already aware of WhatsApp, that I know. Yes, we can access it. Correct. Let me open one of the website. I will share my screen. Is my screen visible? Now I'm sharing Amazon. Whatever you're seeing this image, right? Watch image. And you're seeing this menus. You can select Amazon Mini TV, or you can, when you select this, something happened. And when you click on comedy, it is displaying something else. I can see so many videos here. Whatever we are seeing in the screen, it can be anything, even this logo, any settings icon, anything. Whatever we are seeing in the screen, we technically call it as UI or user interface. And what technologies we will use to develop front end? Can you give some examples for front end technologies? HTML, CSS. Okay, guys, I will note it down, whatever you're saying. You're almost right. Whatever you're seeing in the screen, it is called UI or user interface or graphical user interface. That is nothing but GUI. And this would be developed using front end technologies. Just put that. Yeah, you're giving some example. I can see Java also. Okay, somebody has given this much answer. React.js, AngularJS, Vue.js, Flutter, Bootstrap. Very nice. Let me write it down. So HTML, we do have HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. At higher level, we do have Angular, React, Vue. For some of the peoples, I think you might be seeing it for the first time. Don't worry. I'm here to teach you these things only. If you don't know also, it is fine. Please don't think about what are all these terms we're hearing for the first time. Don't think that way. Okay, somebody is saying Django also. Guys, we are talking about front-end technologies now. Okay, fine. So now you got to know what is UI or user interface. At least you know whatever we are seeing in the screen, we technically call it as UI or user interface. Say you send iMessage from your phone to your friend's phone. It would be sent via network, right? Do you agree? Some action happened in the background using which your friend received the message. What is that action? What is that action? You're not directly sending your message to your friend, right? It is not connected. Through internet it happened. Request to JS API, encryption, cryptography, security API. I'm hearing so many things. Whatever happened in the action, right? That happened using backend logic. Backend logic, we will also call it as, in IT, we will call it as middleware or business logic. So now, can you please give me some example for backend technologies? Please respond. I'm seeing a DBMS and all. PHP, Ruby Rails, Java, Python. Among these things, which is the most React is front-end technology, guys. MongoDB and all, let's database, Django, Python, security. Okay, I can see most of them are saying Java and Python. Yes, you are correct. Most of the websites are developed using Python and Java. I will take this example only. Java, Python, and somebody said Node.js also. Yes, it is used for both front-end and back-end development. Now we got to know what is front-end, what is back-end. Now my next question is, when you receive message or images or videos, when you receive any image, say for example, you have received an image, it would be saved in your local device, right? In WhatsApp, I'm saying. Say yes or no. Okay. Just imagine you delete image in your local device. Again, you can go back to WhatsApp and can re-download, correct? You can re-download, right? How is it possible? Even if your friend has deleted also, you should be able to download it, correct? When you download, do you think it will come from your friend's mobile? No, right? Somewhere this image is stored. And what is that somewhere? Database, RAM, cloud, backend. It would be saved in database. It would be saved in database. And the way we can query the database is called database logic or persistence logic. So database and all, it is normal term. In industry, we will use term called persistence. Okay. Can you tell me few query languages using which we can retrieve the data from the database? SQL, yeah, it is most common one. PHP, yeah, no. SQL, no SQL, very good. Yes, it is SQL. No SQL. So SQL and no SQLs are just for the query purpose. Actual data would be stored in the database, right? Can you name few database vendors? Yes, you are right. It is Oracle, MySQL, Oracle, MySQL, MongoDB, SQLite. Now you understood what is front end and what is back end and what is database, right? At least you got an idea where front end will be used, where back end will be used, and where database will be used. Front end is whatever we are seeing in the screen. Back end is for any background processing, and database is for the storage. Got it? Now tell me, what are all the skills you need to become full stack developer? What are all the skills you require? You need front end, correct? You need back end, correct? And you need database skills. I'll add like this. If you know all these 3 skills, then you can become full stack developer. Correct? No, ma'am. We don't want to become full stack developer because I don't like backend. Can you become front end developer alone? Is it possible? Say yes or no? Yes, it is possible. If you know only front end, then you can become front end developer. And do you guess the salary, average salary as a fresher for front end developer? It ranges from 3 to 5 lakhs per annum. Per annum means per year. Okay. And can you become backend developer alone? Yes, it is possible. Person who develops backend, we will call them as what? What? No answer. Yes, backend developer or code developer. Can you guess the average salary of backend developer as a fresher? It's again 3 to 5 lakhs per annum. No, ma'am, we are not at all interested in coding. We are interested in database only. Can you become database developer alone? We will not call it as call him as database developer. We will use this term. We have a term for that. You can become, if you have a knowledge of database, then you can become database admin. We will also call them as DBA. And yeah, here also same thing. If you consider, it would be 3 to 5 lakhs per annum. What if you have all the skills and if you want to become full stack developer? Say you have all the skills. As a fresher, I am asking, some might get more than 15 lakhs also, that I will agree. I'm asking the average salary. Average salary of full stack developer is 7 to 9 lakhs per annum. Now just think, company has to hire 2 front-end developer, 2 back-end developer, and 2 database admin. Instead of that, instead of 6 people, they can easily replace them with 3 people, right? Full stack developer. Why, if you ask me, if they have more candidates, then it is a problem for the company only. Because just imagine, for every candidate nowadays, all companies are giving accommodation. Initial accommodation they will give for 15 to 30 days when they hire them. And also they have to give training. Training they will give it for 2 to 3 months. Minimum 1 month, maximum it can go till 6 months as well. They have to train you, then only they will take you for the projects. And for senior employees, they have to provide the car lease policy where employees can use company's car. If you are a juniors, then they have to provide transportation and they have to provide insurance for you. So considering all these things, companies always prefer hiring few candidates with more expertise. It is not experience, it is expertise. So they have 3 expertise, so companies prefer them. I'm not saying if you're just having front end developers, still you can get a job. But I'm not saying it is not possible. I know few of my friends who are front end developer and who are doing well. As a fresher, it is difficult to get a first job if you have just one skill. Say for front end developer, if you have a few opportunities like if we have 100% opportunities are there, means out of 100, 50 opportunities will be given to full stack developer, and remaining 50 will be there for front end, back end, and database admin roles. Say for example, if you are having full stack developer skills, then you can apply for front end developer opportunity as well, back end developer opportunity as well, database admin opportunities as well. So out of 100 you will get 100 opportunities, you will not even miss one. Once you get some experience, and after that if you want to um, excelled in any one of these technologies, I mean any one of the stream, then you can go for it. Nobody can stop you. Everything has its own significance, so you can go with that. As a fresher, if you think, then it would be better if you have all these skills. Understand? Do you agree? At least whatever I'm saying, it does it make sense? Thank you so much, guys. We'll just see the flow of now we saw front end, back end, and database. For any application, if you consider any application, all these three things are required. Somebody is saying, ma'am, I'm BCom graduate, can I do this? Can we discuss these things later on? As of now, we'll just focus on whatever topics I'm doing. On this topic, if you have any questions, please ping me. Other things we can discuss it later. Difference between Node.js and Express.js, all these things are advanced one. First, we'll start with the beginning. Still, we have not started with HTML also. We'll come to that later. Okay, fine. Now we have seen what is front end, what is back end, and what is database and all. For any application, as I said before, we need all these technologies. If you consider any web application, it would be using these technologies. It would be using front end also, back end also, and it would be using database also. Let's take simple example. I'll take WhatsApp example only, and I will take sending an image requirement. So this is your front end. Just assume this is your front end, and here you will be having back end, and you will be having database over here. Let me quickly draw it. This is your front end or UI. You can call it as UI, and this is your backend. First, request will start from where? It will start from front end. Front end will, when you want to send a message, you will send it from front end, right? Once you send it, request will be sent to backend. So this is request, okay? This is request. What backend will do is, first it will connect to database. Backend will be having a logic to connect to the database, and what it will do is it will store the data over here for the future purpose. As in our case, as we discussed, if we delete it, then we have to get it, right? So for that purpose, it would be stored in some storage device. Okay, and then once the operation is done, then control will come back to backend, and once the backend receives this notification from the database, it will give response to front end. What response? You can assume sometimes you will send an image, and sometimes it would be successful, and sometimes it is error. It might be having some errors, right? Sometimes it will not be sent successfully. Do you agree? In all, I know 99.9% of the times you will be successfully able to send it. I'm talking about 0.01%, right? Where you might get error also. So that is nothing but response. Response can have, it can be success or error also. Based on success or error, for example, if the image was not able to send, means you will get that you might have see error icon in the image, right? You might have seen it. So what UI will do is, if it is successful, it will show tick mark that it has been sent. If it is not sent, then you can see some error icon. So that would be handled by front end. So always remember this. We will be having front end, back end. User will do all operations from the front end, and request would be sent to back end, and back end will store or retrieve the data in the database. And then once it is done, then it will give response to front end. It can be either success or error. Are you clear? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, class, for your response. So for now you understood full stack development. For next few days, I will be covering technologies required for front end development. So technology in that terms, if I explain, I know you won't get it. Let me go back to website again. Are you able to? Are you able to see Amazon Mini TV now? Yes. What I will be covering is whatever you're seeing in the screen, you will be able to achieve it. So you will be able to create the search bar where you can search for the items, where you can search for the images, and where here we are displaying the images, right? And also here we are displaying the menus, right? And here menus option is there. There is a heading, there is a sub menus, everything is there. This one you will be able to develop it after this course, after this front end development course. And if you ask me when you place an order whether it will go, if you ask me that question, for that backend development skills are required. So what I will be covering is whatever you are seeing in the screen, whatever the menus, if you click on this, it should go here. It should, if we click on this, it should go here. And if I search for something, then it should display this one. This will be covered in the front end development course. Okay. And after that, we will take the database and back end development. As of now, I will be covering this one. Are you clear? Okay, very good. As you know, you already mentioned we require HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and any one of the frameworks like Angular to develop the front end, right? You mentioned few technologies. For the one who answered this question, I'm saying it. For others, anyways, I am going to explain what all the technology we require to become front end developer, and I will be covering that. Okay. Once again, one is, can you speak in Hindi, please? About these kind of questions here. Okay. So anybody who has some basic knowledge, if you already have basic knowledge, can you please tell me, just with the help of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, can we develop user interface? Answer is yes, we can develop. I know we do have Angular, which is a framework, and React, which also requires. Do you agree? If you have basic knowledge of Angular and React, do we require HTML, CSS, and JavaScript knowledge for Angular and React development? Yeah, so many are saying no. Actually, we have to know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for any of the front end work. It is basic and it is must. Without this knowledge, we can't develop it. Angular, React, and all, it will make our development easier. Whatever we are developing using those technologies, just using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript only, we can develop it. Okay. Just these frameworks or libraries will just make our development easier, guys. So let's try to concentrate more on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, using which we can develop everything, since it is fundamentals. Okay. So now I said in front end development, what I will be covering. I will go to notes now. Just now I explained what are all the things I will be covering. Please answer it. In front end development, I will be covering HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. What is it? If I give the definition also, do you think you can understand it now? Since it is beginning of the course. And also guys, please don't take any notes while I'm talking. Please listen to me, because whatever I will be doing, whatever the notes and also whatever the diagram I was written, everything I will share. So please don't take any notes now, because I will share everything. Please listen to me. So I was talking about the definition, right? If I just say, okay, HTML is hypertext markup language, CSS is cascading style sheet. Can you understand anything? No, right? So what I will be doing is, since it is beginning of the course, I will just explain by taking simple website, what is it? And then when we go in detail, right? When we go with HTML course alone, CSS course alone, JavaScript alone, we'll try to understand the definition at that time. Okay. So I will take simple website again to make our life easier. HTML, see, whatever we are seeing here, we are seeing this image, we are seeing this Amazon Mini TV, we are seeing this heading, we are seeing this bestseller text, right? And also digital content and devices. And we have this close icon using which we can close it, and search icon. All these things are created using HTML, which it decides the structure of web page. What is structure? See, starting in the heading, you can see background color is black. On top of it, left side we do have amazon.in, and then we have the select your address option, and then we have search bar, and below that we have this. So this is a structure, correct? So HTML decides the structure of a web page. Okay. And then you can see different color here. It is in yellow color, and I will go to home page. See, if you see the background color, as I said, it is in black color. And then if you see pay bills, it is in bold. And if you consider this one, it is not in bold. It is more it is highlighted, and it is not. And also if you see here, it is left aligned. It is and if you consider this one, this text is different, and explore all is in different size. So are you getting it? So all these things, colors, size of a text, position, layout, all these things are done using CSS. CSS used to style the web page. Okay. If you consider if you don't paint the house without painting and without any water taps and all, and electricity and all, how it will look? Still it is house only, but without that, how it will look? Empty building is called HTML. On top of that, if you paint or if you organize some tables and all, then it is CSS. CSS, it is used to style the web page. It will not do any functionality. It is tried just for the beautification purpose. It will make your website look better. Got it? And then Bootstrap, I can't explain more on that one now. I will give simple example. you agreed that we can use WhatsApp in mobile and desktop, right? It will work fine in both. It will work fine in both, right? And if I see image in mobile, it looks smaller, correct? And if I see the same image in my desktop, it will look larger. And that is called responsiveness. Bootstrap provides responsiveness based on the size of a screen which you are using. It will adjust. It will adjust the content. That's why we will use Bootstrap. And Bootstrap, without Bootstrap also we can achieve it, but Bootstrap is the one which where it is in almost all companies uses Bootstrap only for the responsive design. Okay. And next is JavaScript. See, if you click on today's deal, it will navigate to different tab, right? And also I will say place order. Here I not logged in only. Just imagine I will click on sign in now, and I will provide some option, and then I will click on continue. On clicking of this continue button, don't you think API call will happen? So this API call, HTML directly can't call API, okay? We need someone to do that. That is nothing but JavaScript. Somebody is asking what is API call? API call is nothing but backend call. As I told you, right? It will make request call to the backend. That request call itself is the API call. Backend is also called as API. Understood now? Please say yes or no. Yeah, thank you so much. So not only the API call, guys, if you take anything, for example, after clicking on continue, you want to disable this continue button. Disable means you can't click on that again. So those logic also controlled using JavaScript. Any front-end side logic would be done using JavaScript. HTML will not do any functionality. It will just show whatever you write, it will just show that. Got it? Why somebody is asking why need of request call? Request call is necessary in so many ways. Now I am providing the phone number, right? So it is sign in. Sign in means my account is already exist in Amazon. When I provide my mobile number, somebody has to check in the database whether she is already registered or not. That's why we require request call to verify whether I am already logged in, whether I have already created an account. I'm just giving the example here. We require a request call for other things as well. If you want to show the student list, you have to fetch it from the database, from your college database. For that, request call is required. So many are asking how pages are changing here and all. That I will be covering when I'll start with HTML and JavaScript. Okay. Now you understood basics of these things, right? What is HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript? I know I have not given the proper definition here, because if I just give proper definition, that's not enough. You should understand what is it, where it is used. First you should understand where is it used, then only you can code to develop those things. Okay, are you clear with these things? You want 1 minute or 2 minutes of break, or shall I continue? You have the energy still? Please do answer. Okay, continue, break, continue. We have energy. Are you able to understand? Plus tell me this. Okay. Let's take 2 minutes of break. Okay, some people are asking for it. It's before that, I just want to understand, do you all have laptop with you, laptop or desktop? If you are saying no, I can see most of them are saying yes, because we will be doing the environment setup required for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript now. That's why I'm asking. Anyways, if you don't have also, it is fine, and I will be covering those topics, and I will be providing the links to download everything. So don't worry, you can try it later as well. Now we'll have a 2 minutes break, quick 2 minutes break, and we'll come back. Okay, and please don't leave the session. It is just 2 minutes break. We'll start exactly at 2010 or 2011. Okay, fine. Can we start? I'll give you 1 more minute extra. It's 11 now. I can see only one is. Okay, I'm seeing now. Start. Yes, I will start now. Now you understood at least the basics, where it is used, what is used where, right? So I will start with HTML now. HTML is Hypertext Markup Language. It's an abbreviation for HTML. Oh, what is it? We are hearing for the first time. Don't worry. Just remember, HTML is not a programming language. It is just a markup language. What is markup language? Markup language is nothing but set of tags. In markup language, we will use tags to define the content and the structures. Okay. You need not to remember or by the definition. You just remember it is not a programming language. It is a markup language, and it is markup. Please don't say who was that hearing for the first time. There will be some people who will be hearing for the first time. When I was a student, even I was not knowing about it. Okay. So please don't make fun of others. Let's come back. Okay. I'll give the definition now. HTML is what? Hypertext markup language, and it is used for developing websites. So as I said before also, it is responsible for structure of web pages. Do you agree? We do have menu, and then I explained you, right? We will be having header and then bottom section, and in between we will be having the content, right? So HTML is responsible for structure of web pages. I know theory would be boring, but please bear with me for 5 more minutes. Then we'll directly do the coding. Okay. Let's try to understand now. Somebody is asking web page means and all. We'll cover that. Let's try to understand where we use HTML. If you take any website, you can give me any website. I will show you that HTML is being used. If you take any website, from that time I'm showing Amazon only. Instead of that, I will take something else. Can you specify any website? You want me to show Instagram? It will not open my account anywhere because I don't use it. I'll just say, so now we opened Instagram. How to verify whether it is using HTML or not? Any web page, if you take anything, it will use HTML. How to verify it? What is the proof, if you ask me? We have a developer's favorite. We do call it as developer tool. Without this tool, right? Trust me, we can't do the development. As a front-end developer, if I have to work, I can't develop it without using this developer tool. How to access this? If you tell me, just right click and then say inspect. It will open the developer tool for you. As of now, it is side by side. I'll just open this way, bottom, and I will create here. So if you see here, it is using HTML. I will just show this, and I will open something else. I will open YouTube. See, YouTube is also using HTML. I will say somebody says W3 schools. Let's open this. See, W3 school is also using HTML. So everything, whatever website you see, it uses HTML. And what is this developer tool, if you ask me? It is very necessary for the development. You'll use this one a lot when you start your IT career. As a developer or a tester, if you work as a developer or tester, for everyone it is required. So if you take any HTML, elements are basics of HTML. So if you take this one, tutorials, this is an element, which is a basic of an HTML. W3 schools, if you take, this is an element. Using, if you consider whole page as HTML, then each element form the HTML. So HTML is set of elements. Okay. And how to represent this element, if you ask me, the syntax for syntax is this way: angular braces, element, and then we will add content. Content can be any text or image or anything. Even it can be text also, image also, video also. It can be anything. And then closing tag. It will be having element. Element can be adding paragraph or something like that. And then it would be having opening tag and this is the closing tag. Whenever you should always remember that whenever you open some tag, you should always close it. Okay, and in between this we will be having content. Some of the examples, if I have to give, I know you are not familiar with these tags. I have taken this tag h1 and heading. So if you for heading we will use h1 tag, and for the paragraph we will use p tag. Okay, I know you are not familiar. I will explain this one in detail. Just follow me with this syntax. So element is h1 here, and then we have content, that is heading, and then we have a closing tag. Understood? You might have seen one more kind of tag where it will not be having closing tag. It consists of only one tag. They don't need separate closing tag. Example is, yeah, you're correct. Input, break. Yeah, so many are saying so many things. Yeah, for the people who doesn't know any syntax, you can remember that always in HTML there will be, the syntax would be like this: opening tag, closing tag, and in between content will be there, and some of the elements will not be having closing tag. And what role those, will take few examples for that. We do have image tag, which will not be having closing tag, and also we have break tag. Image is used to display the image, and break is used to to add the extra line. We will use break. Okay, you can observe this pattern here. If we have to place the content in between, then we should go then we need both opening and ending tag. Okay, ending tag. Okay, and then if we just have to set tag attributes, in this case source is tag attribute. If you see here inside this, if I want to add something like this, then it will become tag attributes. Okay, so if we can achieve the same thing using only tag attributes, means then we don't need ending tag. And if we don't need any content or and tag attributes, then also we don't require the closing tag. In this case, for break we don't need tag attributes also, and we need not to write the content also. In that case, tag is not required. I mean, closing tag is not required. Understood? When we require closing tag and when we don't require it. Please answer. Are you clear with when we require closing tag, and in which scenario we don't require it? Okay, this is the basic syntax, guys. Don't worry. As we start with, I will be there is a separate session where I will be explaining what is heading, and there is a separate session where I will be explaining what is paragraph and what is image, what is break and all. Okay, can somebody tell me what is the file extension for HTML? .html. Very good. So you might be knowing, for text file we will use .txt. For say Excel file we will use ExcelSX, right? Similarly, for HTML file we should use .html. This is the file name, and this is the extension. Okay, and also in between the class I opened developer tool, and I will just add a note how you can open this developer tool. When we will be starting with JavaScript, right? I will be using developer tool more, and I will give you more idea about what is developer tool, how we can use it further. we just saw we can use developer tool to see the elements, HTML element, right? I can see few charts here. I can see most of them are asking so many questions. Let me come back to them. At the end of the session, we'll keep 5 to 10 minutes. There we will discuss about all your queries. Okay. Some questions are I need not to answer. Not reading message. Okay, let's come back. Anyways, we will be having Q&A session at the end. Fine. Now we know what is HTML. At least we know the definition, and also we saw almost all web publications are using HTML. We'll now see it's enough of theory now. We'll try to understand how we can code and how we can run it, how we can execute it. Okay. So I will talk about environment setup now. To run HTML, so this is HTML file, right? So as I said, any application, if you take HTML, so for running HTML file, we just need browser, right? Because it is running in browser. We have not installed anything extra, right? Yes. So you just need any browser to run HTML. It can be Chrome, Edge, or Firefox. I'm just assuming that all of you have a Chrome browser installed in your laptop. And next one is we have to write our code, right? Any browser is fine. It can be any browser. Don't worry, we can run HTML in any browser. And then what we need is code editor. Code editor, why we need is we have to write our code, right? Then we can execute it. You can take any code editor of your own choice. Some of them are, you can run it with Notepad, Notepad++, Visual Studio Code. And my favorite is always Visual Studio Code, which I prefer for any front-end development. And it provides so many options. We will get to know when we start coding. So what I will be doing is, I will providing the VS Code link in the chat. Okay. I'll provide the VS Code link in the chat box. Try to go there. Meanwhile, I will also show from my end how you can download VS Code. Okay. I think I sent it everybody in meeting. Let me send. I've sent the VS Code link. Please access it. As soon as you access it, it will download the execute file. Okay. At least a few members reply. Were you able to download it? Execute file. Once you download it, try to just click on that and click on next. That's it. It is not very hard. It is very easy only. Just click on next. Please ping me once you're done with the installation. For the ones who doesn't have laptop currently, I will be attaching what all the things you require in the notes itself. I hope you're downloaded now. Once you're done with the downloading, we can type Visual Studio Code here. Open the editor. Okay, I just opened it already. What I will do is I will go to desktop. I will go to JavaScript, and here I will create a new folder called day 1. And inside Visual Studio Code, I will open the same folder, day 1. Yes, allow a minute. Okay. Just open the editor and you can open it from any folder. You can open any folder where you want to add your notes and all. You can just open it. So we are mostly concerned about these two things throughout our course. One is which extension to download, ma'am. As of now, don't download any extension. I will, as we proceed, we will continue. Okay. So here Explorer is there, where you can see all the files and folders available inside day 1, and we have extensions here which help us to add additional features. For example, if you want to format the code, and if you want like as soon as we type, if you want the basic code of HTML, means we can download here, download from the extensions one. So these two things are required. Let's create our first HTML file now. To create it, so here you can just create new folder or new file. So as I said, what is the extension of HTML file? I'll say my first page .html. So I've created it now. So in VS Code, in order to save the file, you should use Control S to save it. Okay. Now I'll type something, say Control S. If you can see here, this will come. This is saying that you have not saved it. So just type, just click on Control S. It will save the file. So now created this file. I will say, what is the programmer's famous word or sentence? Hello world. We'll start with this only. So I've just typed this one, nothing else, only hello world. Let's see. Now I'll go to this folder and there is a file created. I'll just double click on this. If you want, you can open it with some other things and all. What I'll do is I'll just double click on it. It opened for me. See, hello world. I will just show you side by side view of this. It is always better if you are doing front end development, set your screen like this. So whenever you're developing, easily you can see what is happening in the browser. Okay, so I'm not doing anything. I will just type this one and all, whatever I will type, and I just have to refresh this. See, if I type anything, It is just taking it. I'm not using any tags at all. Just by I will say Bhavya, and I'll save it, and then I will refresh. It will reflect. Good evening. Were you able to do the same thing from your system as well? Please answer. How to run? Somebody is asking how to run. Just go to the folder where you have created the HTML file. Just double click on it. It will be open in in Google. Okay. Just you have to say open with, and there would be multiple options. If I want, I can use Microsoft Edge as well or Google Chrome as well. Select whatever you need. I'm not able to see your screen. That should not happen because I can see that I'm able to see my screen. While I'm teaching, I will take extra care that from my mobile, I will connect and see whether I will be able to see the screen or not. Now, okay, you might be wondering, I explained you so many, ma'am, you explained me so many things. It requires this syntax, you explained me element, content, opening tag, closing tag and all. And only with this we can do, right? Okay. Only if we want to just do the HTML development, only first page means we can do this way. Now you know how to inspect. If you see here, I'm not able to. Atharva is saying I'm not able to see your screen. Please try to rejoin because I can see that you're able to join. I mean, I can see that you're able to see it because from my mobile I'm able to see it. Okay. See, now I've not added all these things, right? HTML, head, body, and all. Only I just added good evening. Still, I'm unable to open it in Google. We'll check it later, Arun. Why you are not able to? Okay. Just see whether you can give some file permissions, read, write, execute, and try to see whether it is restricted. Okay. See, I have not provided any of these tags. Still the basic tags. These are the basic tags of HTML. What is this basic tag? Basic HTML will start with HTML tag. It is the root tag of HTML. So HTML is the root element, and then we will be having head and body sections. What are all these things? We'll see it in the next section. Okay. Please ping in chat. Starting of the class, I was are you clear with this? Now we just created one simple web page where we just have added one text. Good evening. Now let's try to understand. In the IT industry, if you create one HTML file and just put it this way, then nobody will accept it. Can you repeat once again? Okay. It is what I am trying to say is, even though you have not added any basic tags for tags in the editor, if you see, I just added good evening. Only with that, it has by default browser has already added the basic tags required. I'm trying to explain this one. Now let's see what is the basic page structure of HTML. HTML, as I said before, it is a markup language which is set of tags. We should write code in such a way that browser can understand. So always it is better practice to write it in a proper structure. Let's see what is the proper structure. I'll come back to notes and I will give the proper structure here. I know most of the tags we don't require. Mostly you should be able to understand this tag, HTML tag, which is the root element of HTML. And then we have head section and body section. Body is what we will be displayed on the page. Whatever we write inside body will be rendered in the website or in the browser. Okay. And it information, this tag, it is mainly used for the information purpose. For example, we do have title tag here. And what is title tag if you ask me? See, by default, I was not given anything. So the title has become the file name itself. If you go here, can you see this documentation for Visual Studio Code, code.visualstudio.com? This is not the content. This is not the content. This is the information about the document. And this information is provided in a tag. And specifically this one is title tag. Understood? And in the starting, we have doc type HTML. You just understand this one as HTML version. Whenever you are declaring, you should tell the browser what is the HTML version. By default, currently the version is 5. Okay. And if you want to change the version, there is a syntax for this. But for your level, you need not to know all these things. I will just show you how we can change the version syntax. Since it is by default, it is 5, we need not to provide the version information and all here. But say if you want to change the version to 4.01, then this is the syntax which you have to use. This one you can directly Google it. Okay, doc type for 4.01 version HTML. Then it will give. Version is nothing but what releases. Okay, so first time when you develop an application, it will be termed as version 1. And you found that some issues are there in version 1, and or if you want to add some more features, then you will release version 2. So like that it will continue. Currently the HTML version is 5. I can give one more example. If you see WhatsApp, if you take WhatsApp, in between you will get an option to update, right? So that is the versioning. So whenever they will update, they will change the version like 7.1. If it is minor version, how they will release this? If it is 1 and there is they have fixed the bugs, means they will release it as 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, like that. In the IT industry also, it is same only. And if it is major fix where they might have done so many changes and all, then they will release it as next version. Like now the current version is 1, means next they will release it as 2. Got it? And then we have this meta tag. This also you need not to know much about it. You can think that it will give the metadata. Metadata is nothing but information about the HTML file. It can be author information or page description. What is this page? Who is the author of this page and all? This information will go in meta tag. Okay. And we do have a style and link. Maybe I will write this one together because these things are related for CSS. We can do it, we can write it in any order. Regarding attendance, so many are asking so many questions. It has already been shared. We will also send it at the end of the session. Okay, so please don't ask more questions on this attendance, please, now. So you just have to remember that it will provide information about the page, okay, like author information and all. If you tell that much, that's enough. And we were talking about link and style. Style is the style tag is used for adding CSS. This one I will be covering in the next course, that is CSS course. And link is also for CSS only. What is the difference, if you ask me? Now I created a single HTML file, right? In this same file only, if I add CSS, then I will use style tag. And if in the I will create separate file for CSS, and then I will use the separate file in HTML, means then I will make use of link. If you remember, link and style is for adding style information, and link is for external CSS. That much if you know, it is enough. Okay. And script is the place where we will write JavaScript logic. Anyways, regarding this style and script, I will be covering in the next courses also. Just remember at eye level only. Okay. Now you understand the basic structure of HTML, right? So what I will do is I will go to the editor now. Let's try to write it. Okay. Let's try to write the proper structure instead of this. What I will do is it will start with doc type. Okay. The beauty of VS Code is if you just type it, it will automatically close it. We can see here, first it would be having HTML. It is the root element. Then we will be having head and body section. Head will be there and body section will be there. In head, we do have so many things. We need not to bother everything about it now. We can just take title. Title, I will say good I will say wish. We are saying good evening and all, right? So I will say wish. In body tag, I already explained about one tag while giving the syntax. It is H1. H1 is used for heading, which I will be covering in the next section. Just for your understanding, you can just create a tag and add some information over here. So I will say good evening. Fine. So here we have covered all the tags. In head tag, other things are optional only. Even title is also optional. You saw nothing is mandatory over here. But for simple web application, if you add this much, it's enough. Other tags of head I will be covering when I will be covering the CSS and JavaScript section. Okay. Let's try to run it now. What I will do is, anyways, so if you already run it, means it would be available in the browser. You just have to refresh it. Either you can refresh it or you can go back to the folder and double click on this. You can go here and you can double click on this. See, it created our web page. So this is what I have written, and you can see here also the title. Title is what? Wish. What means CSS? CSS, just now I explained, it is for beautification, which I will be explaining later. Some people are saying it, my voice is clear. I think for most of them it is fine. Maybe you might be having some audio issues. Please check on that. Are you able to do this one? Try to execute this one, try to create this one. Maybe what I will do is I will just copy this one in the chat box. As you already installed VS Code, try to do this. Try to run this one. I am not able to send it. Yes, I've shared it. Just try to run it. And we'll add small paragraph also about good evening. We'll search it online. Whatever I will get, I will just paste it over here. It's in different language. Why it is coming in Hindi and all, I don't know. You can see Korean as well here. I will just take this one, I'll just paste it over here. There are some special characters, but still it will just show however it wants. We just added paragraph now. Is it paragraph? Yes. Extension file, extension is .html. See, we are able to create our first web page with proper structure. And one more thing, guys. So every time it is very annoying, right? You have to save it and then you have to come back and again you have to refresh the browser to see the effect, right? Instead of that, see what I will do. I will create one more paragraph now. Everyone, something like this. Now I saved it, but still now again I have to come here. Again, if you come here, again you have to refresh it, right? So instead of that, it is better if it automatically refresh by itself. Correct? Do you agree? Let's add one extension now, which help us to make our development faster, which is live server. Yeah, so many are already answering it. It is live server. In order to download it, what you have to do is you have to click on this extensions. Okay, and then you have to search for. I already have live server. I might have already have it. We'll see. So I already have it, so it is not giving me install option. What I will do is I will uninstall it. Click on this install, or else click on this and do install. Okay. After installing, just you have to reload it. Just close VS Code and open it again. Don't worry, whatever you opened last time, VS Code will preserve the history. So if you open it again also, it will show you the last file which you are accessing. So just do that, and then this time you were how you were running before, you used to double click on the file, right? Instead of that, what you have to do is just right click on this and you will get an option to open with live server. Just give that option. See, it opened it. And now what I will do is I will create one more. Thanks everyone. I have not saved this file yet. We can see here, we can do auto save option also. It is not required. I'll just save it. Now see, I didn't refresh at all, right? Automatically it came. And I will add some more paragraph now. Thanks, hello, or something. I know I'm not adding proper text. If I concentrate on that, it is unnecessary. It will take more time. Just try, I'm just trying to add some random text. Now you understood how to increase font size in VS Code. Yes. So here, if you click on this, you will get so many settings option here, but if you're just concerned about font size, then like in browser, how you will do it? Control plus, right? Just follow that, control plus. And in order to zoom out, you just do zoom out. Control plus and control minus you can use. Okay. Somebody is asking, what work of live server? Just now we saw, right? As soon as I save the file, it is automatically refreshing over here. I need not to click on refresh browser. So that is an advantage of live server. As soon as we save it, it will just refresh it for us. Okay. So I will just remove this. I have to provide. I have to give you the notes, right? So I will just add proper paragraph. I'll say paragraph content. I should add lorem. So we do have one more option. If you want to add dummy text, we can just, if you just type lorem, it will just add dummy text over here. So that is what I have used currently. You need not to worry about that one much. I will just give this one as notes. In notes, I will just provide it. Okay, I will say example. Let's just recap. Please be with me, okay? What is the root element of HTML? Just tell me. Anyone in the class? HTML, correct. Which tag provides information about page? Where all tags which provides information about page will be there. It's add, correct. And what is what tag used for title of web page? Yes, title, correct. What will be displayed on the page? Where we have to put it? If you want to display something, in which tag it should go? Body tag, correct. And meta tag, I didn't explain much. I can understand, but what meta tag will be used for? It is used for information about HTML. If you remember that much as a fresher, it should be sufficient, because it is you need not to know more about it. Just remember it provides information about a page. That is enough. And why we will use style? Yes, CSS, correct. I will say in bracket CSS. And then why do we need link? Link other pages. Yeah, link other pages also correct. In mostly we will use it to link other CSS file. And why do we need a script? Script. Yeah, for JavaScript. Okay. And I explained about live server extension, right? If you have not done now, I have provided a note here in the file. You can just go with this. Yes, I will be providing the notes. That's why I'm writing all these things. Okay. Just we'll take 1 minute to recap it, and then we'll give some time for Q&A. Okay. So first thing we discussed about full stack. What is full stack development? What are all the things skills you require to become full stack developer and all. And for that I created diagrams and all. That diagrams I will be sharing. Okay. And then we started with HTML, and we understood what is HTML and all. And we did environment setup also, and we created our first web page. and we tried to understand the basic structure of HTML as well. And for front-end development, we understood what all the technologies are required. Now we are in HTML phase. We will be starting CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript soon. And one more thing, guys, today you might felt that it is mostly theory class. I can understand. Um, uh, from tomorrow, we mostly will be working in the editor only. That guarantee I can give you. From tomorrow, there won't be more theory. Okay, fine. Now, yeah, please tell me, what questions do you have? I will just answer it if it is really required. Tomorrow also same timings. Yes, download Visual Studio Code website. Yeah. So we were somebody asked me how to download Visual Studio Code. I have provided in the notes the link. What you just have to do is click on this link, select this link. Okay, copy link, and go to any browser. One second, I'm not able to. Yeah, go to any browser and just paste it. Just say enter. It will automatically download. It is downloading already. You can see it is downloading. It is 88.3 MB file. Once you are done with this, just double click on this. It will say click OK to continue. Code is currently running. Since I have already installed it, it is giving this error. In your case, what it will do is it will it will start installing, and you just have to click on next. That's it. Once it is very easy, guys. And if you still find it difficulty, please contact me offline after this class. How to get automatic refresh? So how to get automatic refresh, I have provided here. We should add live server extension in VS Code. So extensions can be added over here. We just have to type live server, and you will be able to download it. If you have skipped that step, means what you can do is, anyway recorded video will be shared, right? You can just like play it again, and you can just watch it, how we can download live server and how to execute it. I've provided it in notes as well. Could you please slowly show the notes? Anyways, I will be sharing the notes with you. Please read through it. Okay, I'm in LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm in LinkedIn. I will think. Yeah, I'll provide it. Not today. Why JavaScript is front end if it is like back end? Why JavaScript is front end? That is very good question. If you consider JavaScript, first thing is it will run inside the browser. What do you mean by running inside the browser? Just try to understand. Without browser, Java, how I can explain you JavaScript and the backend, right? Say for example, what you want to do is, on click of this, you want to go to updates, and this can be controlled using JavaScript. This is what you are seeing in the user interface. When you click on updates, it might call the database to fetch the content. All these contents, just assume it is coming from the database. This content, we're retrieving it from the database, right? So there we will use backend. If it is front end processing, we will go for JavaScript. If it requires some database, or not only database, if you want to send an email, so those actions and all will happen in backend. Where will you give us notes? Starting Leela explained, right? They will be providing it in the materials in their application. I will be sharing with them, and they will share you. But ma'am, again, next, I remember that thing. Okay, fine. Is Android development come under full stack development, or only web development? It is not web development, it is application development. There are two types of development: web development and application development. Web development is this in web pages, which we can access it through website. Application development is which we can access, we can download apps, right? And from your mobile. And also you can we do have desktop apps as well. For example, VS Code and all, it is desktop apps, right? Which you have to download and we have to use, that is application development, and which we can access using the web, that is www, right? World Wide Network, that is website. That development is called web development. Both are different things, okay? For any, even for app development, you have to know this concepts, okay? First you have to learn this, and top of that you have to learn some more. I'm having prior knowledge of HTML design, some interest, but JavaScript provides some interest stuff. It provides some which language used for internship. Yeah, we will be covering HTML, CSS, JavaScript as well in detail. And finally, once we are done, we will be doing a real-time project as well, where you will be developing this kind of website, any kind of website. If you take, we'll develop something like Amazon or student management system. We'll see it like later, what projects will develop. Is there any application for Android? Because I don't have laptop. In mobile, it is very difficult to execute it. Yeah, you can use Notepad. You will be having Notepad for sure, right? In your mobile, you will be having Notes app. In that Notes app, you can create HTML file, and then you can execute it in Chrome browser. You will be having Chrome browser as well, right? You can execute it, but it is preferably if you use laptop, it would be good for the development. For the backend, which language we used for the backend? I don't know, another trainer, or I will be continuing. We'll check with the trainer and let you know. Maybe you can check with ExcelR team on this. What is full stack development? Please watch my video from the starting. Which is best scope in the future? Both has its own advantages. I can say 50%, 50%. App development is full stack development. Yes. We need full stack development, full stack developer skills there for app development. For app development also, you have to do front end, back end, and database things as well. So it is. How exams to be held? Maybe check with ExcelR team on this. I'm not sure. Which bank? Yeah, that we I have given this answer already. You have to check with ExcelR team on the backend language. We'll work on framework. Frameworks. Please contact ExcelR team on this. Which framework we will be covering. How exams? Please contact them. You will be able to develop a website. You should be able to develop a website. Meaning of full stack development. Okay, can we? Yeah, you can watch this one. What you did, madam, to refresh page easily. Refresh page. I used live server here. Please watch it once again. Please use the recorded content. Okay. Most of them are same only. Now I'll stop what I'm called. If I studied only front end and back end, then if you study front end and back end, then you will call it as you will be called as full stack developer only, because in the IT industry we will not be having front end, back end, and database. It is front end and back end. In back end only we will be doing the database integration also. So if you are a back end developer, then you must know some basics of database as well. Guys, enough, I guess. Please follow the recorded session for more time. And if you have any feedback, please do provide it. With open with love server. I think we've already taken 7 minutes extra. Please give me some feedbacks if you have anything for 2 minutes, and then we'll just end the session. Yes, in VS Code you can execute Python also. Please give feedback so that from tomorrow I will be knowing how I should do it, right? Okay, all notes, recorded sessions will be shared through ExcelR application. Okay, please contact them for any questions or queries on that part. Any feedback, guys? Bye, Shiva Krishna. Thank you. Any feedback? Thank you, Girish Kumar. Gopi Chand, thank you. Abhishek, thanks. Thanks for the feedback. At least I'm seeing your teaching is excellent. Thank you so much. Can we also add paragraph to inspect in Chrome, or can we add it in VS Code? We can add it in inspect mode also. We can add paragraph and all, but the thing is it would be saved for that session only. Nice. Thank you for good explanation, ma'am. Thank you so much, Anil Kumar. Thank you so much, Anil. Thank you so much, Asus. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Anil Kumar, thank you. Bye, ma'am. I don't know his name. Manikanta. Super, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks, madam. Ma'am, we can leave or wait. Please, guys, if you don't have any questions, please leave the session. Thank you so much for attending. We'll meet tomorrow. Have a great night. Okay, I hope all are from India only. Thank you, ma'am. Very informative and interesting session. Arya Pandit, thank you so much. Great explanation. Thank you, Sandeep. Good explaining. Samir, thank you. Class was interesting. Thank you. Give some task. Okay. Yeah, today it is just a introduction class. That's why I'm not giving anything. From tomorrow, yeah, for sure I will give. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. Practice, thank you very much. Excellent practical explanation. Thank you so much, Ganta Kalyan. Vijay Kumar, great. Thank you. Pavan, thanks. Piyush, thanks. Asif, thanks. Yeah, so many things are there. Thanks all of you. I know it is 2-hour session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending. We'll meet you tomorrow. Okay. Have a great night. Thanks. Bye. I'll stop sharing and I will also leave from session. Hello, Amar.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we leave now?
Yes, we'll wind up now.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Tirunath, you can wind up.